Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm so glad you're here. It's good to see you. Tonight I'm making something interesting. Carolina bird dogs. Isn't that a funny name? Well, what it is, hold on, let me show you. Okay, I'm back. I have bought brioche hot dog buns from Aldi and they are delicious. So they're split down the middle, but instead of using a hot dog for my meat in this recipe, I'm going to use fried chicken strips. And we're going to put those in the hot dog and we're going to top it off with a Carolina barbecue sauce that I'm about to make. So that's what we're having for dinner. And I'm going to top it with some fresh slaw and some pickles. So we're going to call it Carolina bird dogs instead of a hot dog. So let's get started, and I'm going to make this with you. We're going to make this Carolina barbecue sauce. So we're going to get started with that, and the base of it is mustard. So there's honey and there's molasses and lots of good flavor in this Carolina barbecue sauce that we're going to top these chicken tenders off with in our Carolina bird dogs. So let's get started. And we're going to go over to the stove and we're going to cook this barbecue sauce and we're going to top it off here in just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start in a saucepan with 1 cup of yellow mustard, and that's the base for Carolina barbecue sauce. So it's just 1 cup of mustard, 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. Heat on medium. 1/4 cup of honey. I'll scrape that out so don't lose any of that good honey. We buy our honey from a local farmer in our area. I think it's always good to try to use local honey. So you're going to use 2 tablespoons of molasses, and this is the thickest molasses I have ever seen. So I'm going to eyeball the molasses. I love the taste of molasses. Okay, we're going to go with that. If you can get it out of your jar and it's measurable, you should measure it. But I'm going to eyeball it today. Our next ingredient is tomato paste. You're going to use 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. So let's get that out of that spoon. Start mixing that up. Next ingredient will be Worcestershire sauce. Can you say that? Worcestershire sauce. 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire. 1 teaspoon of Tabasco sauce. And I think if you want it hotter, of course, you could add more. Okay, I'm going to also add 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. All right, let's give this a good mix. And we're going to let this simmer. It smells amazing. Okay, we're just going to turn this down a little bit and we're going to let it simmer until it thickens up. And it'll be ready for Carolina bird dog sandwiches. So it's going to simmer for we're going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. It thickened up really nicely. It was delicious. Next time I make it, I'm not going to use as much apple cider vinegar. It was a little bit tangy for my taste. So we topped it off with the slaw and the pickles and made a wonderful little meal. So thanks for watching and come back and see me.